Hey guys, welcome back to RHR Jen. I'm so glad you're here. You're here for a great episode. Okay, so Revealing the Narc and I sat down and we analyzed Meghan's entire speech at Invictus and really broke it down for you because it is wild and it's worth watching. And I know a lot of you say, oh, I can't sit through her speech. You're going to want to listen to this because she says some crazy stuff even for Meghan. So we really get into it. We break it all down. We talk about their behavior at Invictus and just a lot of stuff going on. So I think you'll really enjoy this video. Thank you to Revealing the Narc for being here and being so lovely. Definitely make sure you give her a follow. She's here on YouTube and she's also, of course, on all the different social medias. So check her out. She also just signed up for TikTok. So it's Rvealing, the Narc. So check her out. She's lovely. Thank you so much for being here. Now let's get into this. Honk, honk, everyone. Oh, before I forget, I had people ask me if I'm going to do a live on Sunday. I'm going to, maybe. I know it's Super Bowl Sunday, but a lot of you said, don't care about Super Bowl, rather talk about this. Fair enough. I'm taking that under advisement. Let me see what's going on. And if I can get one together, I will do that. So check back and we'll see. I posted in the community tab. I posted on Patreon. I posted on Twitter. So check there and I'll let you know if I'm able to get it together to do a live chat. So let me know if that's something you're interested in, and I'll see what I can do. Thank you guys so much for being here. Now let's get into this video. Guys, we have a special guest. I'm so excited. This is who I've been waiting. It's not her, it's me. I'm saying, like, I've been excited to talk to her. So without further ado, may I reveal not the narc? Sounds like I'm going to call you a narc. Hi, Revealing the Narc. How are you?
I am so good. Thanks for having me. How are you?
Oh my gosh, I'm better now that you're here. I'm so
Oh my
excited. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, completely my pleasure.
So I have to ask right off the bat, what are your thoughts already on this Invictus shit show that's going on?
I mean, before the opening ceremony has even started,
Uh-huh.
if this is any indication of what the next 8 or 9 days are going to be like, I'm going to be busy.
Yes. That's right. Oh my goodness. I think so too. So many people are saying hi and that they love you. Rightly so. We love you too.
I love you all too. Hi,
Hi,
everyone.
but yeah, exactly. We are going to be busy. Now tell me you saw this. I'm sure you did because you're all over it. If you guys don't know, Revealing the Narc is so good at finding these body language moments that I always seem to miss. And I was just about to talk about this. So you're the perfect person I'd like to talk about this with. Good Lord. Tell me what your thoughts are on this kiss between the two of them.
This is that polo
This
match
is the
again.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
What do you mean? Yeah.
covering his face and
Uh-huh.
controlling him. Like,
Uh-huh.
if he wants to pull away, he can't. And look how
Yes.
far away their bodies are. Look, Harry's like, his one foot is behind him. I haven't seen this picture. This is my first time seeing
Oh,
it.
good. Uh-huh. Yeah, we'll show it when it's part of the speech when she introduces him. But you hit the nail on the head. That was what I noticed. She covers his face, not hers, his. And what I said, I always talk to Squeegee and Spicy, my moderators, right beforehand, and I sent them this picture. I said, guys, this is like if I told you you have to kiss a coworker and you don't really want to, but you have to do it. This is what I'm looking at. It's like,
You know what I see? And this is going to
oh,
be bad. This is going to be bad, but people are going to get it.
no,
You know,
tell
when
me.
you were a little kid and your
Uh-huh.
mom came in to kiss you, but you were embarrassed and you didn't want to kiss them, and your mom squeezes your cheeks like that?
Yeah.
That's what I see.
Oh my God, you're right. That's it. That's exactly what it is. Oh my goodness. Now I have some funny comments. She's eating him. Yeah. Let's see here. I think Angelina Jolie was
Oh, goodness.
more passionate with her brother. Yeah, I think so too. Let's see. Wow, they really do need that. But oh yeah, have you heard about this? They're already talking about going up to the Bahamas after all this hard work.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I actually did a video about this a couple of days ago on my YouTube analyzing it. So, Yeah,
Oh, I'm
interesting.
excited. So everybody check that out. What's the name of the video? Do you remember, or does it just say Bahamas in it? How can we find it?
Oh my goodness, I don't remember.
That's
I feel
okay.
like I've
We'll
been
find
doing
it.
so many videos lately.
I get it. We'll find it. Don't you worry about a thing. All good. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, he's so bald. Oh, I have a picture of that. Yes. But yeah, I just thought we could talk for a second about this kiss because I see it and again, Squeegee, thank you so much. One of my moderators pulled an article, I've got it, where it refers to it as a passionate kiss. This is the furthest thing from passionate. I again told Squeegee and Spicy, I'm more passionate with the two of them than these two are with each other because I'm always saying, I love you guys. Thank you for your help. What is this? This is not passion. Yes, somebody in my chat saying it's the claw. I see the claw. What do you
Mhm.
see?
I mean, I like the biggest thing to me, okay, other than the hand on the face, is
Oh,
Harry is so usually when couples kiss, the hips are close together. Harry
yes.
couldn't be further from her.
That's exactly what I see as well. Exactly. Yeah. Come
Yeah,
here.
seriously.
And somebody in the comments just said it's like kissing your uncle. That's what it is. Mwah. Oh God. That's what you want. That's passion. That's fire right there. No, it's really not. It gives me the creeps.
It does. It does. I mean, if I don't know, please, 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 if I'm ever in a relationship where that's what it looks like when we kiss, please get me out of it. I don't wanna be
That's right.
in on either side. I don't wanna be the one that's holding on to dear life because he's gonna slip away, and nor I wanna be the one that wants to be held on to dear life.
That's it. And again, I notice his hands aren't even around her. It's just kind of like, okay, then, okay. Again, like a family member, like, okay.
Yeah, yeah. Wow.
Oh my God. All right. Well, I expect all of you to kiss your significant others like this. Have fun. See how that goes. Yeah, somebody it just called it passionless. I agree.
Yes.
I
Mhm.
agree completely. That's what I think. It's sickening to me that my daughter, she wants attention. I'm talking to someone. Oh, oh, that's smart. So Tessie's pointing out. So her young daughter wants attention. She does things like this to get attention versus
Oh.
looking at everybody else. I didn't even think about that. That's such a good point. Yeah. Why is she even allowed to be there? I can't answer that. I don't know.
Yeah, I
Oh
can't
yeah,
answer
his
that.
fingers aren't even bent. That's a good point. So it's just like a okay, you. Okay, you. So that's wild. Well, do you Carter says I kiss my dog more passionately than this. You're
Carter,
not
I was gonna
wrong. I
say the
mean,
same thing. I was gonna say the same thing, but then it's like this kiss versus the way I kiss my dog is so it's worlds apart. Like
absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, exactly. Even if you're not kissing the dog, you're actively petting it, you're engaged with it, you're hugging it, whatever. Like, yeah, oh, this is weird. I feel really creeped out looking at this.
yeah,
Um,
so
but
weird.
this is the other thing we pulled. I didn't know if you had seen this. That shapeless black dress she's wearing could be yours for the low, low price of $1,450.
Dude,
Did
I
you want to
can't
run
with
right out and
her.
get one? Yeah.
I can't. And okay, so I did a members only live stream earlier today at 9 o'clock, and we went through the video and we or of Megan's speech, and a couple of people were commenting that it's freezing right now in Canada. And
Mhm.
so from when I was watching the video, I couldn't tell if it was like sweater material, but this looks like satin. Like
It does, it
it's
looks like
thin.
sateen, whatever that yes, shiny material, you're right. It's like a what do they call it, midi dress, I guess? Where it's yeah, it's more of like a summery
And you know what it reminds me of immediately when you said that?
what's that?
Look at the length of the dress.
Oh, yeah,
Who
sure.
else wears that length of a dress?
I mean, are you going for Catherine, you mean?
Yes,
Yeah,
Catherine
gotcha, uh-huh.
constantly wears dress
That
like,
makes
I
sense.
don't think I remember Megan
That's
wearing
true. She likes to show off her legs. Sorry. I try not to laugh there, but I can't help it. But she's never met a shoulder cutout dress that she didn't love. She's very into her own shoulder, so there's that.
Yeah,
Goodness.
wow.
Yeah, I know.
So she's merching this
I
as
don't know.
usual?
No, this well, yeah, I assume so because Squeegee's lovely and Squeegee pulled it from People magazine. Yes, I've got the People magazine.
Yeah,
So
so
then
she's
yeah,
merching it.
she's merching it. Yeah, that's true. Goodness
Wow.
gracious. So then okay, again, I'm just speculating. This is my opinion here. I'm just asking. So let's say she's merching it through People magazine, but also that Invictus paid. How does that so again, we're just guessing. I'm guessing that then she's not paying for it, but then do you think again, our opinion, she's getting a kickback potentially?
Yeah, she's
Anytime
double
somebody
dipping.
okay, that's what I
It
wondered.
actually reminds me a little bit of, you know how she would get a clothing allowance when she was a working royal? And then I heard allegedly that then she would turn around and sell the clothes.
I heard
And
the same.
actually,
I heard
and
the
I
same.
think she'd actually merch too. So she would go to
Mhm.
a designer, tell them she would merch it,
Uh-huh.
purchase it with King Charles's money, and then sell it and make more money.
You're exactly right. Exactly right. I mean, well, allegedly, right? I've heard the same thing. I've heard the same exact thing. You're right. I think you're
Can
right.
you imagine the horror she felt when Harry and Spare says, um, when King Charles was saying that Meghan should continue working because of the budget, and
Mhm.
Harry's like, we don't cost that much money, and I'll just ask Meghan to sew all her clothes, but then she can't merch them.
I just talked about that yesterday. She makes what yeah, she can she doesn't eat much and she can make her own clothes, something like that. And I was like, "What? No. She
she's
can't even
not
find the right clothes." Sorry, go ahead.
she's not Maria von Trapp. Like
Exactly. It's so ridiculous. But wow, there's 1,500, almost 1,600 of you guys on. Thank you so much for being here. If you haven't subscribed, please make sure you are. And if you haven't subscribed to Revealing the Narc, please make sure you're subscribed there as well. I really appreciate you all. Now, Revealing, would you like to get into this word salad speech if you're not sick of it yet? Because I'd like to break it down with you.
yeah, let's do it. And I find that with every conversation, more stuff is revealed, pun intended.
Yes. Yes, that's right. And if you guys aren't familiar with Revealing the Narc, she has an amazing. I follow her on Twitter because she does these little clips. Are you on Instagram as well? I don't use Instagram, so I never know.
Yes, I just started an Instagram and a TikTok.
Okay, so we'll
Yeah,
follow
I
you
just
there.
started those, but I cross post on everything. So,
Okay,
yeah.
so whatever your medium is, guys, make sure you're following Revealing the Narc, and of course here on YouTube as well. She's growing so fast; it's amazing. So make sure that you're following her. That's great. Really appreciate that. Okay, so I'm up for whatever. I figure I'll just hit play, and then however you want to do that. Like, let's just. I can't let the whole thing. It's 3 minutes, so we'll die if we play it without interrupting. So let's just interrupt it as needed. So if you just start talking, I'll hit pause on the video. However you want to
You know
do that.
what? You know what, Jen? Why don't you hit pause whenever you
Okay.
want? Because I don't want to interrupt it while it's
Oh,
playing.
that's
But I
okay.
have something to say about every second of that, so it really doesn't matter.
Well, how about this? I'll just let it play for every 20 seconds or so, and then I'll pause and we'll just say our thoughts, something like that,
Oh,
if that works.
yeah, that's perfect. Sounds
That way,
good.
yeah, we don't have to. And then just yeah, that's perfect with me. Okay, so oh, thank you so much. So Spicy's just put in the chat the link to Revealing the Narc on Instagram. Make sure you're following her there. So yeah, they'll do that. They'll link all your different socials so we can all follow you. Before I do this, I did see a couple supers come through. Let me read them real quick and then we will jump right on in. Thank you guys so much. Loon Dog Lady, thank you so much for joining. Fire Elemental, thank you for the super. Tessie says, looks like a potato sack, a very expensive potato sack. Thank you, Maga Mama, for hitting the join button. Honesty and Truth says, let's stop the Tosh. I like Tosh. The Brits are fed up with this. Where are the kids? Let us have proof of doctors' signatures and witnesses for the children's birth. Enough of this nonsense. I'm right there with you. I think if you're fighting to be in the line of succession, then you should have to show, proof of things. I think we're all on the same page. And then I'm leaving on a jet plane. Great name. Says, love you both. Bring on the train wreck. Thank you so much. Love you. And your picture's gorgeous. Thank you so
Love
much.
you too.
That's right. The feeling is mutual. Okay. So, guys, I know it's excruciating. We can get through this together. We're going to listen to Meghan. If you haven't heard this speech, Get ready. It's bonkers. We're going to listen, and every 20 to 30 seconds, I am going to pause it so we can react because people have heard it and they don't want to listen to it without interrupting. You can find it uninterrupted here on YouTube. You can also find it. I'm crediting Harry's gray suit. That's where I pulled it from. She had the whole uninterrupted speech. So that's where I got it from. So here we go. All right.
Well, hello, you. Hi, everybody. How are we feeling?
Great.
So I was not planning on speaking tonight, and
Okay, I'm pausing it there. 15 seconds. That's pretty good. So, would you like to go first? She wasn't planning on speaking tonight. What was she planning on doing? The microphone just fell into her face, right?
I mean, from the greeting, it's inappropriate. Hey, you. Excuse me? Who do you think you're talking to?
Again, more passion in that greeting than the kiss with Harry. Yeah, I don't know. That's so weird. Oh, so weird. But yeah, that's a good point. You know, it's funny. I actually assumed she was talking to Harry. She's not, is she? Is she talking to the crowd?
I think so.
Hey, you.
Hey, you.
Oh my God.
We are such good friends. Hey, you.
That's right. No, that's so bizarre. Oh, thank you. Spicy just shared your TikTok as well. Yes, make sure you're following Revealing the Narc on TikTok as well.
Oh, thank
What's
you.
going on with her hair? Yeah, I had the same question. Just a guess, again, speculating. It seems fuller, so I'm guessing some sort of wig extension, maybe clip-in situation. Don't know. People are suspecting that she might be intoxicated. Maybe. Hey, you. I should have greeted you like that when you joined today. Hey, you. But we actually are friends, so that would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, goodness.
So
Anything else?
anyone actually looking at that?
Mhm.
What an uncomfortable part. Why would she do that?
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Amber Heard. Amber Heard in court. John brought this up. John Witherspoon, attorney from DC that talked to me about the Amber Heard case, talked about one of the days she had a braid that went and pointed on the side of her face, kind of like that. What is that? Is that just another look at me? Look at me.
I almost feel like she's covering something over her eyebrow.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know, because I used to wear side bangs all the time and I love them. But if I ever had a gap like that and a portion of it like in my what is it called? My eyesight,
yeah,
I would get really annoyed with it. So this is kind of strange, especially if it's a wig. So if it is a wig, it's natural for it to part the other way. She's pulling, it's like that's purposeful, I feel.
Yeah. You know what? Let's keep an eye on it as the speech goes and see if it moves at all or if she just naturally, moves it. That's weird.
There's a couple of people. Someone said needles from the Botox.
Oh, maybe so. Yes. We did hear I've got some crowd reaction in a separate video. I'll play that too. Yes. But it's pretty lukewarm from what I could tell. Have you talked about that? The crowd reaction?
No, because the first thing I did when I got the video is I removed all the background noise and I enhanced her voice. So I haven't heard like the raw footage. Yeah.
So that's excellent. So guys, definitely follow Revealing the Narc and check that out because I'd like to hear that with the enhanced audio. Listen to you knowing how to do stuff like that. No idea how to do stuff like that.
I don't know how it happened. I have to tell you.
Well, you're magical. Hi, Sunshine. Sunshine's saying, let's see. Oh, I can't see it around this video. Hold on one second. Why does it beep adding the word heart? It's exactly the way my toxic. Oh, you're saying why does she keep adding the word heart? Yeah, I don't know. It seems like empty teenage. Oops, wrong one. Lingo.
We just arrived for your families.
Oh, sorry, goodness gracious, I forgot it does that. It just starts playing. I'm backing it up. Okay, anyway, it seems like just hollow verbiage. Yeah, I don't know. What's with the I wasn't planning on speaking tonight? Obviously, she's full of, what? What are your thoughts?
She was absolutely planning. I mean, I don't know who was it that said, like, has she ever met a microphone that she hasn't, like, loved? Like, if
And
there's a mic, she's grabbing it. So
that's right. That's right. Yeah, I've heard people say Harry named him the mic, so she'd grab.
actually thinking about this,
Mhm.
her saying, "I was not planning on speaking tonight,"
Mhm.
if her speech or whatever is not, was, like, received well, she can say, "Well, it wasn't rehearsed. I wasn't planning on saying it. It was just spontaneous."
Oh, you're
So she could
brilliant.
yeah, so
Mhm.
she could, like, get out from under it if it's not received well.
That is such a good point. I bet yeah, I think you're spot on with that. I think so too. Huh. Wild. Absolutely wild. I think I just always assume everything is to kiss her own rear. So it's like, I wasn't planning to do this, but watch me do this. Look at me as I speak, something like that.
Jen, I see someone that may not be,
Oh, I got it. Yeah, what is it?
someone that says, "Great speech, she looks fantastic."
Oh, okay, got it.
So much
Oh,
better
got it.
than
Thank
yeah.
you.
Mhm.
Okay, got it. Okay, I appreciate it. All right, let me scroll down. Thank you. Oh, people are thinking she's filtered herself maybe on the screen. Oh, I didn't think about that. Maybe. Huh. Don't know.
Mhm.
All right, let's keep going though. We have about we'll go for another like 15, 20 seconds and we'll go from there. Thank you. A lot of people are saying that they think she's drunk. That's really funny.
Not planning on speaking tonight, and we just arrived, I don't know, a couple hours ago, and I touched Canadian soil, and I went, oh, it feels like home.
Okay. All right. She touched Canadian soil and it feels like home. Isn't that the same thing she said in Nigeria, I believe? Something like that?
Yeah, and didn't she say that once, when they went back to the UK and she gave a speech somewhere? I can't remember what it was. After Megxit, there was she
I've
was
got a
saying how,
video
"I'm so
pulled
glad to be back," or something.
I've got a video pulled from Nancy where she compares things. We'll take a look at that. I can't remember where she was, but it's very similar speech. Yes, I think so.
I mean, it's fake. She's trying to connect with the audience, but this is why she's not received well, because nobody believes what she's saying. She's disingenuous, and you can tell.
Mhm. You're exactly
She's
right.
trying to use, like, flowery language, and if it was someone that genuinely felt that way, the audience
Mhm.
would receive it well, but she doesn't.
Yes, I think so too. I think you're exactly right. And I think rightly so, the Canadians are still pissed about all the money that they've had to pay into taxes and stuff for these idiots. So I can't imagine. Yeah, the Canadians are overly thrilled to see these two. I can't imagine anybody.
Someone
Uh-huh.
in the chat is asking how many homes does she have, and someone mentioned that on my X page, and I was like, at this point, my home might actually be her home. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I know, right? Exactly. But it is funny to me, she's pretending to be more warm with the audience than she did with Has. Like,
Yeah.
that kiss and stuff, I don't know,
I mean, if you take this together, also that makes sense with the "Hey, you," it's like trying to establish this familiar I can never say that word, with the audience, and
familiarity, yeah, yeah, uh-huh.
yeah.
I think so. I think so too. Yeah, I think so too. Very odd. Okay, I'm gonna hit play.
We are so excited. We also recognize most of you are probably so exhausted from how much travel you've done, how much adrenaline you have pumping, how excited you are for what is going to be one of the most outstanding, memorable, unforgettable, and connected weeks probably.
I have a lot to say about this one.
Please.
How does she know?
Yeah.
How does she know how exhausted people are? How excited people are? How this is gonna be the most connected week that they've ever had? How does she know?
How
It's
does she know?
manipulative language, and it's future faking. You know what? That just came to me. It's future faking. She's telling them they're going to have a good time. How does she know?
How does she know? Yep, that's true. Oh, Carter's asking if she's 43% Canadian. She absolutely, yes. What she's 43%, what whoever will pay her money. Yes, sure. Canadian, Nigerian, Malta, US. Yeah, absolutely. But no, you're right. What is okay? I'm sorry, maybe I'm thick here, but what does connected mean in terms and the way she used it? I hope you have a connected week. What?
I think she just means like you're gonna feel like you're part of a group. Oh my God, it sounds like cult-like speaking, doesn't it?
Like multi-level marketing. Yes.
Yeah. Is Cults and Cake here?
Yes. Hey, Cults and Cake. What do you think about that? Yeah, she's here. I'm sure she was here earlier. Cults and Cake. What do you think about that? Does it remind you of cult-like speech? It does to me too. We'll see. Cults and Cake is probably I'm just kidding. She made a drinking game out of the silly stuff I say, so I'm teasing. There she is.
Oh, look, there she is. Cult alert. Yeah.
That's right. Cult alert. That's right. Cults and Cake. Thank you for that. Yeah, I think so too. So weird. So weird. All right, let's keep going with the video then. Again, I'm stuck on the hollow words. I don't feel anything about it. I think it's just word salad, and it's look at me. How long can I fillet this mic to keep attention on myself?
And she never once says the word veteran or soldier or armed forces or anything. It's all it's very just generalized you.
Yes. Hey, you.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, exactly.
That will never not be funny. I'm going to have to start my videos with, hey, you. That's funny. All right. Connected week. That's right. People say, yeah, it's just you. Hey, you. It's part of that giving nobody any kind of identity except for herself. The whole world revolves around her. My husband, you, which is you don't have a name. It's just Meghan and you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Good point. No, thank you for your service. Nothing like that. Absolutely. Oh, and then 30 million grant for 500 vets is, it's terrible. Cults and Cake says, sorry, I can't see. Okay, here we go. Yes, it's like a modern cult leader lingo, creating a false feeling of inclusion in something special. There you go. And
very well said. Yeah,
that's right. And I remember again from dusting off my psychology degree, it's very much a cult to tire everybody out because you're more susceptible to believe what they're saying. They have you yell a lot and physically get active and stuff because it tires you out and you're less willing to put up a mental fight. So when she's talking about being exhausted, I thought, oh, she's exhausting them so they won't fight her on this. So anyway, so wild. Let's see. Fire Elemental says 43% Nigerian Princess Archwell USAID funneled donation, 95% expenses allowed. So we talked about this yesterday. This US aid thing is wild. I'm still getting the actual statistics on that, so I don't want to say the wrong thing, but they're speculating pretty big amount of money went from US aid to Archwell. And let's see, Doria's daughter taxpayer funds. Trump may not deport, but have better things in store for Harry. Charity fraud, in my opinion. Yeah, I think that could all be. We'll have to see how it plays out, but I hope they investigate the hell out of those two. I really do. But yeah, anything else about this part? And if not, I'll hit play again.
Nothing else. Let's go.
All right, let's do it. This is so cringe. Here we go.
For you and for your families. We are just thrilled to be here, and I would be remiss if I didn't take the opportunity to introduce someone who means a lot to me.
Can we stop here?
Yes, okay. I did. Please. I had the same thought. Please go for it.
Okay. So I've heard the word remiss and you hear it in conversation. And I was like, I need to find out exactly what that means. It means being neglectful. So she would be neglectful if she didn't get up there. So also, if she would be neglectful if she didn't get up there, then how is it that she wasn't expecting to talk?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. So she was absolutely going to talk. And notice everything comes back to Meghan. I would be remiss if I didn't introduce this person who means so much to me.
Exactly. The whole world revolves around Meghan. It's all about me. Yes, I would be remiss. You're right. That's such a good point about she's contradicting herself. How would she be remiss if she hadn't planned on speaking? I didn't even think about that. You're brilliant.
It just came to me right now, honestly.
Well, you're brilliant still.
Thanks.
I do see people saying I miss their super chats. I promise I will read all of the super chats at the end. It's just hard to start and stop. That's the only reason. I will. Here, I'll read it real quick and then we'll keep going. Hold on. I didn't mean to miss it. Thank you. Look at the Harry Meghan. Oh, yes, I saw. That's it was shared by Harry's gray suit, but I think she originally got it from that at sign. That's the only reason I can't take that off because it was watermarked on there. But thank you so much for letting me know. I appreciate that. And thank you, Annette, for your super as well. I appreciate that very much. Okay, we'll keep going. But if I miss anybody's super, I will get to them. I just hate to, I can't stop for that, but here we go.
I have
Yes.
I have it playing in the background right now, the opening ceremony, and Nelly Furtado's on. I had no idea Nelly Furtado was going to be there.
Oh, I didn't either. I knew that they supposedly had paid buku. I want to say it was like $1 million, roughly something like that, speculated, for Chris Martin to come perform from Coldplay.
Mhm.
They're speculating. And then who is it? They talk about Jelly Roll. I'm not familiar with Jelly Roll, but yeah.
And Katy Perry, right?
Oh, was it? See, I don't know about that. Was it Katy Perry? Wow.
I think Katy Perry too.
Oh, yeah. People are pointing out her smile right there, but that's a good point. Look at her body language right now. Have you ever seen anybody more happy with themselves?
Anytime Meghan has a mic, she's ecstatic.
Again, compare this face to when she was just smooching Has. It's just like, mwah, versus microphone. She has more passion for her microphone than she does for her husband. Oh my goodness. All right, let's keep going then. Here we go. Let me take this down and we'll keep going. I want to see Invictus expense account for all the same here. I'm hoping we get something like that as we go. Usually some of the publications like Daily Mail will break down the cost of the outfit. So I'm always curious about that. And yeah, absolutely. I can't wait to see. People are speculating too that her face is different here. It does kind of look different. She always looks different though. It's hard to tell. I wonder if I really think some people think it's her natural hair. I think she's added pieces to it to make it fuller and something's going on with this, which hasn't moved, by the way.
You know what? There's a picture of Meghan when she was married to Trevor, or I don't know if they were married, but it's Meghan with Trevor. They're on a boat. And I'm trying to position. So that's on her left side. No, wrong side. Sorry.
That's okay. I can pull it real quick if it'll help something, but is it? Okay.
I thought maybe she's doing that to cover up. I don't know if she's missing hair on one side, but it's still, it's such a weird side sweep. Yeah.
It's like the Harry Potter lightning bolt. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure. It's weird. Okay. Oh, people are calling it Meg's comb over. Oh, interesting. So again, we don't know. We're speculating, but I wonder. Yeah, I'll leave that. But I wonder if supplementing hair. I don't know. Maybe something along those lines. Thank you so much for gifting 10 RHR Gen memberships. I really appreciate that. An old geezer. I really do. Maybe has no balls, smacked her in the head. Maybe.
Or maybe she banged her head when she was reaching for the microphone.
Yes, there you go. I just saw the funniest comment. Hold on, I need to find it real quick and then we will move on. Okay, Christy, you get my Mint award as well for the chat for calling her a lunchbox lunatic. I need to write that down, Christy, because that's brilliant. Lunchbox lunatic. That's brilliant. All right, lunchbox lunatics. Let's do this thing. All right, I'm gonna hit play. Please stop me or we'll stop in 20 seconds. If not, here we go.
And I know means quite a lot to all of you. You will see him throughout this week. You will see him at the games. You will see him probably curling with you, cheering you on at wheels. He'll be.
Okay, I'm sorry. What? He'll be there curling with you, cheering you on. My thought on this, though, is she is being very, I mean, very fake, but very much pretend complimentary of Has. And I don't know how you feel. My initial thought on that is she's pretending to make the attention on Has, but it's not, clearly. And also I wonder, because there's been so many rumblings about separation, divorce, and shopping a book around, if it's like overcompensation. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know. I feel
know.
like everything always comes back to Meghan, to serve Meghan, and maybe she's saying this to say, like, look, I know what happens at the Invictus games. I know these are the games that you all play, and this is what you play. I don't know. It's just it's a weird statement for sure. And when people started cheering, she literally stopped mid-sentence to pat herself on the back. Like, she was so excited of people cheering.
Yeah. Yeah. And the rictus grin, and yeah, that's I like Sunshine here saying, "What's so funny?" I thought the same thing, like, "Hey, you." Ha ha ha. What? Still no mention of the service people, I will point out. I mean, I guess a vague mention just then about he'll be curling with you. Okay. What?
Yeah.
I'm sure they're all so excited about that. Here we go.
Cheering you on at wheelchair basketball. He'll be going down that. What is that? Is it the luge? Oh my gosh, you guys. The thing that I will never do. My husband will probably do 3 times because he wants.
My husband.
Yeah.
My husband. Has she said his name at all? I don't think she has.
No.
She said my husband.
No, but she actually does say it at the end, which I was very surprised about.
Oh.
Yeah.
Probably an accident.
Yeah. she just name dropped Adam Levine a couple days ago, so.
That's true. That is true. Yeah. Oh, I've done videos on Adam Levine. He's got a history of straying, so maybe they have. No, I shouldn't.
Yikes, yeah.
Just kidding, kind of. Somebody's thinking that her hair may be pulled out from the wig. Okay, I'll have to take a closer look at that. What were you about to say?
I was going to say that when she's talking about him, she has to bring herself into it. And she says, that's something I would never do. Dude, nobody cares, Meghan.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, it's so self-centered. It's what I would do. I should have counted the eyes in the speech. So many
I
eyes.
did.
Oh,
I counted.
please.
Okay, so I counted 13 references to herself.
Ooh.
But surprisingly, 19 references to Harry.
Oh.
However,
Uh-huh.
almost all of the references to Harry tie back to Meghan.
Dun dun dun.
Yep.
That sounds right.
So there it is.
Wow, look at you. You've done some homework. Guys, definitely make sure you watch her videos, Revealing the Narc. She's being here out of the kindness of her heart to go over this with me, but she's put in so much effort and research. The least we can do is definitely watch her videos and find more takes on this stuff. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. All right. I'll hit play then, and we'll find out what other ridiculousness 3 times because he wants to be. Here we go.
To be there with you. He is in it with you. And you'll see him through all of those moments.
Okay, I am going to say this. This part really bothered me. He's in it with you. No, he's not. He's not the service. He's not actively serving, and there's doubts about his past, but that's another thing. He's not there. He's not wounded. He's not going through this. He's not, a participant in the same way that the people who have been training for this stuff are. He's not there with you. That's such BS.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would be sickened if I was a family member.
This is love bombing, isn't it? Like trying to make it seem like we're familiar, we connect, we're in this with you.
Yes. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
It's false intimacy. Right. Yeah.
You're right. And I got the same feeling too with aren't you all tired? To me, that was a point back at herself. Like, I've done so much. I wasn't planning to speak. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I think it's all.
And it's a trying to show that she's empathetic towards them, but she's not capable of empathy.
No. And her acting is so appallingly bad for somebody that calls himself an actress that she can't even fake it.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Crazy. Okay, here we go.
He'll be there with you. What you won't have seen is all of the moments that have happened in the lead up to these games. All of the moments where, as you know, with families, the big rush in the morning and getting ready for school and packing the lunch boxes and making breakfast, and my husband's in all of that with us.
Okay. All right. My head's going to explode. I smell burnt toast. This is just another way to merch those kids.
Yeah.
Tell me your thoughts here. And also, we're busy parents. We are raising our children, not the nannies.
So I come from like a professional background, right? Like where there are seminars often, and there's always someone who introduces the guests. It's unprofessional and inappropriate to talk about this, in my opinion. It's just not, I don't know, like everybody there has a family, you know, and I don't know, it's just weird. Also, again, she's talking about herself. Like she says all of this, and then he does this with us.
Yes.
That means she's doing all of it, and he's, you know, does it with us sometimes, you know, like trying to make it seem like he's not that active. And again, she's not giving, she talks in these platitudes where there's no specific, like a speechwriter would have said, there was one time when we were supposed to do, at least I assume this is what they would say. There was one time when we were supposed to do this, and Harry got a phone call and he sat down and he came up with this idea, like a specific example. There's no example here.
Never.
It's so general. It's a complete platitude. It doesn't,
She's painting a picture of a family life that I don't believe, in my opinion, exists. I think it's crazy. And then she's trying to sell it to us. I totally agree with you. And people are bringing up the best points in the comments that all of a sudden she seems to know what a lunchbox was, but just in that Billie Eilish ridiculousness, she didn't know what it was.
You know, Meghan, she cracks me up, dude. She really does.
That's a lovely way of putting it. She's a lunatic.
She watches us, okay? Like,
hi,
she knows, hi, Meghan. She knows what we're saying about her, and she'll try to fight back with coming up with some story to cover up what it was said, right? So when all of us were saying it was absolutely awful that she was walking around the ruins of people's homes, then she comes out with this story. Oh, I was allowed to be there. I was on someone's property. I wasn't trespassing. So so she heard our comments about lunchboxes, so she had to weave that into the story here to counteract what we were saying. It's someone who's a very bad liar, which she is, and tries to cover their tracks, but they're just so bad at it.
So bad at it. You're right. Absolutely. Yeah. I think she's so self-centered. She can only focus on it from her point of view. So that makes her so bad at all this, because she can't fathom that people wouldn't just instantly believe the crap that's coming out of her mouth.
And you know, the other thing, I'm making a lot of connections here. So I grew up with a lot of narcissists in my life, like lots. And I don't know if this is just their MO, but they all talk about writing a book. Or they have written a book. The reason they want to do that, it's because they get to have the last word. So Meghan going on Instagram, saying all of that, and then monitoring the comments is so she gets the last word.
I think so too.
So whatever we're saying now, I mean, who knows? Maybe her next video, she'll open the comments so that she proves us wrong, that she doesn't always have to get the last word.
I think it's about the last word. And then a friend of mine offline, I talked about this yesterday, was pointing out that she also has to mess with the Google algorithm always. So if
Mhm.
you talk crap about her red dress, she's going to show back up in an altered version of the red dress, still looking crazy, but just to change the search. So I wonder sometimes if now she's doing this lunchbox thing. So that way, if you search lunchbox, maybe the speech will pop up and not the embarrassment with Billie Eilish.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
just a theory. And thank you to my friend for that theory. I wish it was my theory. It's not. But yeah, it's so crazy. It's so crazy. You're good. Just saying, Revealing the Narc. You're good.
Oh, you're great.
No, we have more passion for each other than Harry and Meghan do. Let's kiss.
Absolutely, and we're genuine.
Oh God. Let's see. Carter says my narcissistic ex always talks about writing a book. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's a great observation. I've heard similarly. Huh. I guess so they can get what they think is the last word, but you'd think that's not it because print, you know what I mean? Like there's gonna be something else after, but I don't know.
It's so
Crazy.
that they can say whatever they want uninterrupted.
That's true. And nobody can clap back in that moment. That's true.
Oh
I
my gosh,
love
Ren,
that. I know. I
Ren,
love that,
you're
right?
a Schmoopy.
Movie. If you guys don't know, that is from Seinfeld. I love it.
Seinfeld.
Let me read this. Colts and Cake saying, I think the divorce book threat was a push too far. That's where I was going with this. I think it was a push too far. And I think she's caught hell from him. Not that he would give her hell, but maybe because they have been spending time apart. Maybe he's grown a pair. And now she's like backpedaling a little bit, something like that. That's what it feels like to me. It's almost like if you get caught talking shit about somebody and you're like, oh, no, I'm sorry, no. And you be like a little too friendly. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. Maybe I'm
You
wrong.
know what, though? Historically,
Mm-hmm.
when Meghan has been caught in a lie, she's been able to get him to believe her. Like, it gets me thinking about in Spare how so many times the media would reveal something about her and she would say they're all lying
Mm.
and he would believe her. Like, I think there was her being with Corey, I think may have been one, and her and the hockey team, something or other. And she would, lie to him and he'd believe it.
That's true. That's true. And then somehow make her into the victim. Did you see this question for you from Lulu's mom? She's asking, do you think Harry watches us? Like our channels?
I don't know. I hope so.
I know. Blink twice if you need help. No, I can't stand that guy. I'm sorry. I can't. I know I'm supposed to believe he's under her control, but that dude is a complicit idiot. Like he just is.
100% he is. I just have more empathy for him because I was married to one, so I get it. I mean, I was married to one, but I didn't do what he did to his motherland, to his grandmother, to his parents, to his sister-in-law, and his brother. So there's no excuse for that behavior. But when we look at him, this is a broken man.
Yeah, absolutely. He's an angry, bitter, broken man. Yes. Dim, broken man. So Squeegee, one of my moderators, is pointing out the Daily Mail says her focus at the games will be on uplifting her husband, and the competitors and sharing their stories. How's that working out so far? This is her first speech. She kicked it off about herself and about how great her Harry is. That's such a good point. Thank you, Squeegee.
So actually, this ties into a video series I'm doing on YouTube. I've posted 2 of them so far. It's about Invictus. Yeah, it's about Invictus 2017 and how I analyzed 2 articles, one in part 1 and one in part 2. The first article says exactly that. Meghan was there to support, she didn't want to take any attention away from the veterans. And then here comes the second article. And the second article was published, I think, in 2020. I never read Finding Freedom, but apparently in Omid Scobie's Finding Freedom, it says that in September 2017 at the Invictus Games, they were already engaged. And she purposely wore Misha Nonu's husband shirt. So the name of the shirt is husband. Okay. So and she was merching that shirt.
I
So if
remember.
you went and you tried to buy that shirt, she's dropping that husband hint in there already. So what she does is she twists the narrative. And one of the most profound things is that anytime Meghan says that she doesn't want attention on her, she's preparing the narrative to come back and oppose that. So she's saying that now, but eventually it'll somehow twist in her favor, that she was made to be silent. She was made to be quiet. She had to pretend. So this is not and actually it was the Daily Mail, I think, most of the time that reports on this stuff anyways. So
yeah,
she's in the background doing something.
You are brilliant. So then we're speculating. My speculation, and I'm curious to know yours, would be then she's gearing up for the eventual divorce, separation, something like that. So that way she can be like, I was made to be supportive, something like that. Or I was always supportive, something like that. Is that where are you thinking it's going? Or do you have any guesses?
I'm thinking the same. For example, for Invictus 2017, she had to make the news media and the royal family and everyone think that she's a quiet, supportive girlfriend. She had to do that to win these people over. She didn't have any power yet. Once she got power, she became unhinged. So, and I think this is what it could be. I mean, it could be that there are so many people that are silencing her. It could be Harry. It could be her publicist. I mean, who knows? But somebody somewhere has forced her into compliance.
Yeah, I think you're right. Wow, you're brilliant. And then people are saying she was silenced.
Yes.
Were you silent or silenced?
Hi, Kumari.
Yeah, hi, Kumari. Thank you. She was silenced. What? And they're dropping links. Oh, thank you so much. Spicy just dropped the link to Revealing the Narc on YouTube. If you click that, you don't even have to leave the chat. You can just make sure you're subscribed to her. So make sure we're all subscribed to Revealing the Narc because she has so many excellent insights like this. I'm loving it. All right, I'm going to hit play and we'll keep going if that works for you.
Yeah, let's do it.
And then he'll be on his phone and Archie will say, Papa, why are you on your phone? He's like, because it's Invictus. I'm getting ready for Invictus.
Okay, I have to pause it. So the story she's telling is that Archie will say, Papa, can you hear me? Just kidding. Papa, why are you on your phone? Because I'm getting ready for Invictus.
So
yes, please.
Oh, sorry. Someone in the chat said that Invictus 2017 shirt is called the boyfriend shirt. Yes, in general, it's called the boyfriend shirt. But Misha Nonu's model is called the husband shirt. So when this was in People magazine, if you were to go and buy the exact shirt that Meghan was wearing, it's called the husband shirt. And that was strategic. And it makes you wonder, did Meghan say, hey, I'll merch your shirt, but you have to title it the husband shirt? Right? That just came to me because what are the chances? And the thing is, Omid Scobie says that it was done to drop a hint. So I think Scobie said that.
Yeah. Wow. That's interesting. I remember Tom Bauer pointing out in say it with me, revenge. That's right. That she would strategically put her name somehow in a context with Has even before they were supposed, I think it's murky when they started dating, but maybe around that time, hoping that people would put it together or publish it together or something. Again, I think it's about the search results. So that all this ties together. It's all about how she can change how we see her. I think you're spot on.
Yeah. So going back to this, I pointed out in the video that I posted today about this, that statement that she's describing, Archie has come and said, Papa, what are you doing? And Harry says he's playing he's planning for Invictus. This is a victim hero persona, right? So victim because he's missing out on family and hero because he's giving so much. to the games. This is a manipulative thing that she's saying. Like, it's very layered.
That is such a good point. So that way she can be like, I was always in charge of the kids. He was on his phone.
That's another part of it too. Yeah. Yeah.
And then also, yes, he's the hero because, well, she's the hero. She's there for the kids always. He's on his phone.
But I think she's trying to make him look like a victim too, because he had to sacrifice his time with the kids in order to prep the games.
Yeah. Wow. So do you think, so then when I hear that, she doesn't do anything honestly or kindly. So that leads me back to the theory that she's trying to kiss up a little bit right now because maybe she's a little bit in the doghouse. Although you're right, she usually convinces him that the sky is green and he believes it. So that's hard. Yeah, it's hard to.
But I think also she is it seems like she's in the love bombing stage. This is incredibly a flattering portrayal of Harry.
It does.
I mean, the best that she can do. There's only so much she can compliment someone, but then she turns it around and is actually complimenting herself. So
out of pure speculation on both of our part, just our opinion, why would she love bomb him now? They seem so distant. There's no way she's realizing she has no other options. We realize that, but I don't think is capable of realizing that. So I wonder what's up. I'm wondering. Is it to get more out of him or something, or to get him to do more things she wants him to do? Has he been away too long? We're totally guessing. I just wonder.
I feel, I was saying this early January when we found out January 15 With Love Meghan was going to come out. I was saying that the closer and closer we get to the release date, the more and more unhinged she's going to get and erratic she's going to get. So I think everything she's doing now is for With Love Meghan. So she's trying, actually, and this is just came to me right now too. She's trying to portray, look, we have this beautiful family. We have this beautiful home. I do entertain at my home. It's all, she's trying to craft this image, this narrative that will be in line with the show that's going to come out in less than a month.
There you go. That would make sense. Yeah, I think so too. This happy family home life. She's a happy homemaker type situation. Yeah, I think so.
And actually, With Love Meghan is a means to an end for her. If she can get it to be successful, don't think any of this she's doing for her family, for the show, for Netflix. She's doing it for herself. Because if it can be successful, if it can be a gravy train, bye, Harry. See you later.
Yes. So again, I got my start covering Housewives, and they actually had a term for it. They would call it lily padding. The sometimes like a husband would set his wife up to be on the show and hope that she would lily pad into this and get away from him so he could have. That was something that they talked about. Kelsey Grammer strayed from his marriage because he wanted his wife on the show to get distracted. So allegedly. So yeah, they call it lily padding. So that's what I thought too. It's like lily padding. So that way she can have something else to walk on and get away from Harry. I think so. Oh, it's so weird. Lilybet padding. Brilliant. There you go. Oh, this whole thing is so weird. Oh, it's so interesting though. All right, let's continue on. There are 22 of you on the chat. Thanks for being here. Please make sure you subscribe to not only my channel, but also to Revealing the Narc. All right, let's keep going.
It means so much to him. You are his family.
I'm sorry. That's the part I wanted to pause on. She's talking about family. They are talking about family. The two people that absolutely have no right to talk about family, from the way they treat their own to the way that we can observe that they are with their own kids and their own family. It's just so bizarre to me. Family.
Why is she speaking for him?
Yes.
Why can't he's about to get up there and talk. Why can't he say how much this means to him?
That's a good point. And that's honestly where I thought you were going earlier with the, it's inappropriate for your intro speaker. They wouldn't normally speak for 3 minutes. I wouldn't think. It's more of, this is so-and-so. This is some of their accomplishments. Let's welcome them to the stage. This just seems, this is very bizarre. Yeah. Oh, people are saying that she talks at you. I'm sorry. Go ahead, please.
So actually what she says after this, she says, you are his family just as we are family. And I think she's referring, or we are his family. So to me, that's almost like a power struggle. Like, okay, you guys can have him as family, but don't forget we're his family.
Yes.
Like it's like a
Whoa.
push-pull relationship she's having with them. Like she has to, I mean, it's obvious that he's in their family. She doesn't have to say that.
Why do you have to say that? Yeah. Hey, Revealing, you and I are on YouTube right now because we're on YouTube. In case you didn't know, we don't need to say that. We're aware. We know this.
Yeah, and we're friends.
And
Just
we're friends.
We're all friends. And yeah.
Hey, you.
Hey, you.
Come here.
Honk, honk.
No, but you're absolutely right. It's so, but again, I think you had an excellent point earlier. It's almost a forced cult-like closeness. We're family. Like, no, we're not. You're speaking, and I have no choice but to sit here and listen and wait for you to get off stage so I can, get on with the games. We're not
This
family.
is in the grand scheme of things, though, compared to all of her other Invictus speeches introducing him, this one's quite short, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it clocks in at 3 minutes. Yeah.
And usually they're like 6 to 8 minutes long.
True. That's true. She's also usually, I noticed, like, got a death grip on the mic, walking around with it. We got milkshakes. Look at me. And it's weird to see her a little bit more stuck here.
It
she's
looks
still
like
moving around.
It looks like maybe it's a podium.
Yeah.
So maybe the mic doesn't.
I'm
like
just surprised she didn't end up with a Britney mic and moving around,
Yeah. Or like pick up the podium and just walk around with it.
That would explain shoulder. No, I'm just kidding. That's hilarious. All right, I'll hit play and we'll resume and then we'll pause. Here we go.
As we are his family. And I hope you recognize how much of his heart he has poured into every single beat that has gotten all of you to this.
Okay, sorry. She's giving him so much more credit than that doofus should get for any of this.
Yeah.
Like she's saying you should recognize, we should all be thanking Harry for his service is what she's saying.
And it's because of him that you're all here. So I actually created a transcript of the speech and this is what I have. So it might not be completely accurate, but
yeah, please.
She says, I hope you recognize how much of his heart he has poured into every single beat that has gotten all of you to this week. So if he hadn't poured out all of his heart, you wouldn't have gotten to this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Self-serving. Exactly.
Grandiose.
Imagine you or a loved one had been injured, fought your way back physically, mentally, all the things, trained for this event, and she's up here saying we should really be thanking Harry for all that he did. What?
Yeah.
No. That's awful.
And oh my gosh, I just thought of something.
Yeah,
so
please.
There were some people that were saying allegedly that all of that Billie Eilish stuff that came was actually Harry's doing. So this could also be to be kissing up to him for releasing that Instagram video, taking credit for what he's done. So now she's trying to do something where she's like, look, here's credit for you. It could be that too. If that other story is true, I don't know.
Wow.
Allegedly.
Wow, that's interesting. So tell me that theory because I hadn't heard it. That again, we're just guessing, just a theory that Harry set that up or got the merch. You mean, or that he arranged it and then she gets to take the credit for it?
Yeah. So I don't remember who it was saying it. I think it might have been Neil Sean. Sorry if I'm wrong. I didn't actually see it, but people had been saying.
Oh, here you go. Yeah, people are saying Neil Sean.
Okay, Neil Sean said it. Okay, that the Billie Eilish connection and getting all of those items was arranged by Harry. And then Meghan goes on Instagram and says, I did it and I made a voice note, and then she shows it off. So she might be like, okay, I'm going to give you credit for something since I took credit for that one.
Oh, that would make so much sense. That's a great catch. If that's the case, that would make so much more sense that way.
And
Wow.
if she's thanking Adam Levine
Mhm.
and Bahati,
Uh-huh.
why didn't she just thank her husband for helping too? Because she can't let him take the credit.
That
Yeah.
is wild. Of all people, you'd think you'd yeah, exactly. But yeah, we're thinking like rational adults. She doesn't do that. That's wild.
She's always been in competition with him, I think. She feels she's in competition with him.
I think
That's
so.
why she pushed ahead of him from the beginning. So,
It goes back to
yeah.
that same question. I understand that it's me banging my head against the wall, but why does he put up with that crap? At some point, don't you just say, "What the hell?"
I know she had him hooked from even before they met.
Mhm.
I did
Yeah.
a video about their first date, and he was already, like, attached.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
I don't
we
know what she did before they even met, like, how much she love bombed him through text messages and phone calls.
Wow.
Yeah.
Uh, I would've there's so many moments I'd like to be a fly on the wall for, but I always think about that first date, and you and I have talked about it, just oh, I love Africa. I would love to sleep outdoors. I love Invictus, just anything she could, to be like the pick me girl type thing, versus the real Megan that's hidden in there.
You know what's hilarious? I did a collab with Resting Dollface, and we were
Mhm.
talking about Megan's visit to Rwanda and how she had an entire film crew with her, and she treated it as a photo shoot,
Yeah.
and she had all this stuff with her. And then a couple months later, she goes to Botswana with Harry, and Harry's shocked that she barely has anything in her suitcase.
Yeah.
Like, that's someone that's manipulating who they are to fit who Harry wants her to be.
That's exactly it. That's
It's the mask. Yeah.
and there's that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's that. Yeah. Well, and I will say Lady C book, which I very much enjoyed and I covered from start to finish. The courtiers kind of speculate, I won't go too graphic there, that yeah, it has to do with that. They called him
Mhm.
BJH. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you could always tell when things were good between them because his mood was much better. So yeah, that's interesting. Wow, interesting. All right,
Mhm.
I'm going to hit play on this. We'll keep going, but yeah, yeah, she really gives me the creeps in this.
Week that is going to be spectacular. I need you to know that. I need you to know how much it means to him and how much each of you means to him. So it is my entire pleasure and complete honor to introduce to the stage my husband, the father of our very sweet, excited children who are
Okay, sorry. My husband, that's just that's the continued thing. I keep talking about this. He has no identity except for her husband.
Yeah.
And then our it had to bring up the kids and remind everyone that they have kids.
It
And
is my entire pleasure,
yes.
and it's my complete honor to
Yes.
introduce the father of my children.
Yes. That's right. And I noticed the voice change when she talks about the kids, but not that's a normal thing. I'm a parent. I do it when I talk about my kid, but it naturally happens. I think it could happen when you're talking about your dog, something you truly love. Not comparing kids and dogs, but you know what I'm saying. Something you love with all your heart, you would maybe change your inflection or the way you speak about them. Hers is, I just feel it's forced.
Oh my
Like,
gosh, Harry is giving a speech right now at
oh,
Invictus. He looks miserable. He looks
ooh,
like a defeated man.
we'll see. I'll see if I can get a screenshot of that. Is it on your phone by chance that you're playing it, or is that on TV?
It's on YouTube.
Okay, all right.
Um,
That's okay. I
can
can
we
handle
can
it.
we share screen YouTube here? I don't know.
I don't know, and I'd be afraid of copyright if I can't stream it. So,
Yeah.
well,
Right
that's
now
okay.
it's
Yeah,
right now it's showing people in the audience, but yeah, if anyone can watch it, he looks like a defeated man.
I'll pull it as soon as this speech is over. I'll pull a clip from it or something, or a little picture of it. How about that? Or if you
Yeah.
want to give me 2 seconds, I'll put it up on screen. I can do it right now if you want. Hold on.
It's up to everybody.
Yeah, I can pull it real quick. Hold on 1 second. Let's see.
Oh,
Harry
it changed. Wait, was that an old video?
Oh, well,
maybe
that's
that
okay.
wasn't live.
No problem. No problem. I mean, it's hard to tell with those two. They change faces and look miserable constantly. So
Yeah.
no
So
problem.
I guess that was a flashback to another
Okay.
Invictus Games because it looked like nighttime in that other video, and now they're back. Oh, and now it looks like daytime. Okay, sorry guys.
No, you're
False
good. We're good.
alarm.
We're good. People are saying pull it up. We'll pull it as soon as we can. It sounds like it was an older one, but let's finish this video and then we'll see what's going on with them. Absolutely. All right, here we go.
Cheering you on from California, Prince
I want
Harry,
to talk about this.
founder of
Please.
She clarifies before the games even start, the children are not here. They're in California.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think she would do that?
I don't know. My instinct is to not do that because, well, as a parent, when you think California is quite literally still on fire, why would you leave your kids there and announce that? But why? What are your thoughts on this?
I think maybe this goes back to the compliance issue. She wants to let the press know, don't bother looking for them. They're not here.
Oh, so the attention
That
won't be off her for even a second, possibly?
like basically so that in the future she can turn around and say, I wanted the attention to be all on the veterans. And I made sure the press wouldn't even be trying to look for the children because I said, even before the game started, they're not here. And the other thing that I was talking about in the live stream I had earlier was that when I was a child, my dad did a lot of volunteer work, and he would always be busy, and I wouldn't understand. Like, he would say, "Oh, I'm doing this or I'm doing that." All I knew as a child is that I'm not being able to spend time with my dad because he's preparing for X, Y, and Z.
Mm-hmm.
Then there were times that my dad would take me to event X, Y, and Z, and I would see how important what my dad was working on really is.
Yeah.
So it's a disservice to definitely Archie, who Meghan herself said, asked, "Papa, what are you doing?" It would be, I think, so important for Archie to have been there
Yeah.
to see how important his dad's work is.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you'd think you have to throw all reason and logic out the window. I totally agree with you. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. I just, again, and people are speculating like, well, the kids are with the real, but I get all that. But I'm saying, like, okay, let's assume that they are back in California. Just as a parent, even if she didn't want to show them at the event, why not bring them, to your point? So that way you can even have, if you're not bringing them on stage, you can have have them around, maybe service people, or see, like you say, see the good works and stuff, but also to keep them safely near you, to have time with them, to tuck them in at night, the things that actual parents do. It's just, you can't make sense out of all of it, out of any of
And
it.
they're going to be gone for a long time because this was filmed yesterday because she says tonight. So it couldn't have been today because it hasn't been tonight yet. So from February 7 till February 16, 9-10 days that they're away.
Yeah.
It's a long time.
It's a long time. You're right. Absolutely. And these are little kids. So yeah, no, I think, yeah, people are speculating in the comments that it's because she wants to merge them separately. I
think so too. I think she's waiting to see how With Love Meghan goes. If it fails, she'll merge the kids. If it goes well, she's going to hold on till she needs them.
Yeah. I think so. So in your opinion, and we're speculating, do you think that, I gotta say it the other way, With Love Meghan will still happen everything she says is breathy sometimes, so now she's kind of dropped her voice, so it's With Love Meghan. But do you think that it'll still happen now? Let's see, it was pushed back, so it's March, right? Is the last thing I heard, I think. Is it March or April?
Yeah, I think it's March 4th.
Okay.
And I already requested PTO. So I need time off to analyze this stuff. And March 4th through the 7th, I'm off because I'm going to be busy.
Yes. And I'm going to invite you back so we can bang our heads against the wall together about this.
Yes, absolutely.
Good. But and again, we're speculating. Do you think that that'll still happen then? Or do you think that there'll be another reason it's pushed back, or it'll just quietly go and we won't hear from it?
I think it's going to be March 4th.
Okay. You
I
think so?
don't I don't think she has any excuse to push it even further. I think Netflix, based on what they did, letting that comedian say,
Uh-huh.
um, I think they know that there's just no point in holding on to it any longer.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. It can't I mean, it's not gonna get any worse. It's already probably the bottom of the barrel. So I can't I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's just no merch. Yeah, Ian calls it merch fourth. Uh, it's good. But they've already spent the money and got it made. So yeah, I figured that it will come. I just didn't know if it would be I think they've honestly made it worse by postponing because had they already released it, like, yeah, we would have made fun of it and then nothing, but they built it up even more as a big fat nothing burger. So
Yeah, and she's gotten so much more bad publicity since
exactly.
then,
Mhm.
and that what was it? That favorite barbecue place that they go to, which may have an appearance on the show, has been, in trouble with the IRS or something.
Yes.
I just remember seeing so yeah,
Uh-huh.
she's made it worse for herself.
I think so too. I think so too. Do you think that we will get any footage of the fires or any fire related cooking or anything like that? Any references to the fire situation in the merch fourth thing?
I think so.
I think so too. I think so too. Hmm. That'll be interesting to see. Well, I'm going to be bugging you then too. Okay, I'm going to hit play on this. Here we go.
The Invictus Games, the Duke of Sussex.
Oh my gosh.
What did
I hadn't seen that.
Oh,
She maneuvers him forward.
oh, let me back it
She
up.
points
Sorry.
to him and says, "Okay, go." Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, dude.
Here, I'll play it
I
again.
can't with her.
Yeah. So kiss.
Okay,
Lisa
go,
romantic
Harry.
kiss.
Did you see
Yeah.
it? Oh
Yeah,
my
I think I might have
gosh.
that from another angle from the twins. I can play that in a minute here, but yeah. Oh, and then yeah.
And notice she had to say Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex, or
Mhm.
the founder of the Invictus Games. She had to say that.
She's wrong. He's not the
She's wrong.
founder. Yep.
Exactly.
Yep. So what do you
But
mean
this
she
is
had to
rewriting
say that? To
history.
kiss his rear, you mean, or what?
I think she's rewriting history.
Okay.
She's trying to tell people who may be new to the Harry and Meghan saga that
Mhm.
he founded it, not the Royal Foundation, not King Charles and Prince William. You
Mhm.
know,
It
Harry did
wasn't a
this all on
project
his
to
own.
keep Harry busy. Absolutely. Yeah.
Mhm.
And Prince William, absolutely. Yeah, no, I think so. He was not the founder. And again, this could tie with my friend's theory that she's rewriting Google or
Yeah.
changing Google again. Hmm. Wow. Absolutely ridiculous. I think that was, let's see. I mean, he looks like he's doing magic at a 4-year-old's birthday party. Maybe he's the 4-year-old at the birthday party, like, oh, where did it go?
Actually, what I see there,
Uh-huh.
because I didn't watch this part, I only watched the speech.
Mhm.
This actually makes me very sad for him
Mm.
because he it seems to me, and this is my opinion,
Mhm.
he doesn't hear words like this from Meghan. Look how ecstatic he is that he throws his arms up like that, I almost like, "I don't deserve it. I can't believe she said all those good things." It makes me very sad for him.
Uh-huh. So I just read that comment, but you're right. I think you're right. It's like this, excitement because maybe
Because it doesn't happen often.
yes, maybe he
Yeah.
thinks he'll, get lucky later. Hey, if she's being nice in public, maybe she'll be nice in private. Probably not. We saw how they kissed. Let's see. I'd wear a tie and try to look more respectful. I thought the same thing. He looks disheveled and sweaty and messy. Yeah, I think so
Mhm.
too. Disrespectful. But again, a 3-minute speech, and besides she didn't even, I was going to say, besides the mention of curling, she didn't even really reference the veterans.
Not at all.
Because even the curling reference was Harry will be playing curling with you or the luge or whatever.
Yeah, she didn't say veteran at all. She didn't mention military service. I don't think she even said the word service.
I don't think so. Except for she, in a roundabout way, said it about Harold, about basically, let's thank him for his service. But no, not in regard to any of the military people. No.
Yeah.
Rude, disrespectful. That's what I've got of that clip. I think let me see. I had recorded one from the Sidley twins that might show that push at a different angle. If you'll bear with 1 second. Any other thoughts on this train wreck?
Can we watch him walk up to the mic one more time? I just want to see
absolutely
his ecstatic.
Yes.
If I interpreted that.
Yes.
Prince Harry, founder of the Invictus Games, the Duke of Sussex.
Yeah, it's very sad. It's almost like a gesture of mind blown or yeah, I don't know.
I think you're spot on. I'm looking down for 1 second because I've got this video from Nancy. I'm going to send it to the computer and I'll play it real quick and it'll show a little bit of her look at me with this microphone thing. Unfortunately, this one is not super zoomed in, so we'll just do the best we can to see it, but it's her here juxtaposed with just a few other mic moments. It's kind of interesting. So I'll show that real quick and let's see. 1 sec here. I think, is that it? That's it. Okay, here we go. And it'll play. Here we go.
I was not planning on speaking tonight.
I'm sorry, I forgot about this in Nigeria where she was like, with the mic, she was like demanding the mic into her hand, but you'll hear she says, yeah.
I know I wasn't planning.
So again, I was not planning on speaking here. I wasn't planning on speaking here is what you're saying.
I was not planning on speaking tonight.
Oh my goodness.
I know. I cringe so hard when I see that. Oh God, to make it stop.
I was not planning on speaking tonight.
Reaching for
I was not planning on speaking.
Cut that over and over. So that's why it's like that. But anyway, I thought we got to see the shove from a different angle. We didn't, but yeah, I'll go back to that. Yeah. Any final thoughts on this? Oh, sorry. I'll mute it. Just any final thoughts as we wrap this up? I mean, wrap this video up. I mean, of her and the whole speech and the ridiculousness of it.
I mean, I think that's it. I think that's everything.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. Well, we appreciate you so much. Yeah, people are asking, why is she speaking? I know. I can't answer that. Why are people allowing that? That must have been part of the agreement to have them there, as she will give a speech.
Some people earlier in my live stream were saying it would have been so much better if one of the participants, one of the athletes introduced him.
Yes, exactly.
That would have been so much better.
Impactful. Yes, it would mean more. I didn't watch his speech. Did you? I'm so sorry to look at my phone. I was checking one thing. I didn't watch his speech. Did you? Did he even acknowledge the service people or anything like that in his? I wonder.
I didn't watch his.
That's okay. Yeah,
I was so busy analyzing this one. Yeah. Yikes.
Yeah. Okay, no problem. I just wondered. Well, Revealing the Narc, thank you so much. And guys, I'm not signing off. I just didn't want to hold Revealing. You're welcome to stick around. I'm just gonna keep talking crap about these two, but it's up to you. I just don't want to hold you because you've been here so long. So
yeah, I appreciate you having me, Jen. This was a great time.
Absolutely. So everybody make sure, and I'm not signing off, so stay with me, everybody. But Revealing the Narc, thank you so much for being here. Make sure that you follow her on YouTube, on all the social medias. The mods have been doing a great job of linking all of her stuff. Make sure that you follow her. She's wonderful. Clearly, she's so good at this and so talented at finding these moments and the way you think out this stuff. It really is incredible. Shout out something that we can watch to help you And I know you're covering this as well. So if nothing else, we can definitely go back and watch your takes on all this as well. But what can we do to help you? How can we support you?
Yeah, I mean, well, I posted a video analyzing this speech, Megan's portion of it, earlier
Okay.
today, and I have that other three-part series I'm doing of Invictus 2017. So, yeah, if anyone wants to go check those videos out, that would be great. Yeah.
We definitely will. Thank you for everything. And you better believe I'll be bugging you until then, but I will be bugging you a lot around the With Love Megan because we'll have lots to say about that as well.
Absolutely. And it's not bugging, Jen. I love
Okay.
it. Honk, honk.
I have more self-awareness than Megan. I don't expect you to do anything. I just hope that you will. So thank you for everything. And guys, if you didn't know, I've sat down with Revealing the Narc before on this channel. You can find our videos, and I've also sat down on her channel. So you can find our videos over there as well. We really enjoy working together, and I look forward to doing that again soon. Thanks for everything, Revealing the Narc.
Thank you so
Revealing the Narc.
much. Thank you, everyone. And thank you, everyone in the chat. This was such a good time. Have a good day.
You too. Take care.
You
Bye-bye.
too. Bye.
My huge and most sincere thank you to Revealing the Narc. You're wonderful. Thank you for taking the time to jump on this and dissect this speech with me. Thank you for breaking down the craziness with me. It's also crazy, isn't it? Thank you guys for being here. You're lovely. I appreciate you all so much, and I cannot wait to bring you more stuff like this. I hope you have the best day. If I can get it together, do it live, I will let you know. Take care. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.